Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome everyone to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today's Thursday, November 23rd, 2023. In the USA, this is Thanksgiving Day, a happy day where people gather with friends and family and express gratitude for blessings that they have in their life. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja. This is the last week of Planetary Pooja. The program will be going on indefinite hiatus after Friday. So I'm very happy to be sharing these last couple days with all of you. To do the Planetary Pooja, we're using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I have been very happy to be hosting this program for you. Dr. Pillai is the person who taught me this form of puja many years ago, and I have been very happy to be sharing this with others. To do the puja, actually, Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with these light beings and inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. And also for doing the puja, I have a little container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a tangerine, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. To start, I sprinkle a few drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard to purify the space for where the puja will be happening. I also sprinkle a few drops of water on top of my own head, and I send a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, everyone is purified going into the puja. We now start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now, we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nulla Nulla, Ave Nulla Nulla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Yanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time Shaktis, or the time elements, that are active in my local area. We start with honoring the planet that rules the day. Today is Thursday, ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter on the blackboard chart. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now the moon is in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for wealth and travel. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my area, we are still in the last part of the 11th waxing moon, called Ekadasi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ekadasi Devye Namaha. Om Ekadasi Devye Namaha. Om Ekadasi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area, this is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Siddha, which brings energies of accomplishment. Siddha, Siddha, Siddha. And the karana that's active right now is one called Vishti, which can bring energies that are sometimes inefficient. Vishti, Vishti, Vishti. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Right now, the ascendant sign is in Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars. Dr. Pillai said we honor the planet that rules the ascendant sign first, as a gesture to his importance at the moment. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign of Scorpio, we're going to go around the chart and stop in each sign that has 1 or more planets in it. Today in Scorpio is Mars, the Sun, and also Mercury. Mars and Mercury are in the same star, so we will honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with honoring Mars for being in Scorpio. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor the Sun for being in Scorpio. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Both Mars and the Sun are in Anuradha star, a star that gives blessings for prosperity and friendship. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Anuradha star is ruled by Mitra, a form of the sun that gives blessings for tolerance and friendship. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Mitrahe Namaha. Anuradha's star is ruled by Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor Mercury for being in Scorpio. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishika or Scorpio, the most occult of all of the zodiac signs, today containing Mars, planet of courage and willpower, and the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem, and Mercury, planet of communication, business, planet that helps with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. They achieve victory through teamwork. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science and help with groundbreaking inventions and discoveries. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta's star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta's star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalayha Namaha. Om Mangalayha Namaha. Om Mangalayha Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha, or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, compassion, structure, and perseverance. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena, or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, the moon, and also Rahu. We start with honoring Neptune, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada, a star that Dr. Pillai says can help us with blessings towards enlightenment, charity, purification. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, we're going to honor the moon and Rahu. They're in the same star, so we'll honor both of them before we honor the star. I start with the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Next, we honor Rahu for being in Pisces. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. The moon and Rahu are both in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for wealth and for travel. I put the flower petals across the moon and Rahu. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Pushan, a divine archetype who takes care of the cows of the gods. He also gives blessings for those who take care of animals or birds in some way, whether pets, livestock, that type of thing. We honor him, and I put the flower petals across the moon and Rahu. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with intuition and help us with understanding our own inner life. And the Moon, planet that helps with our mind and our emotions and our receptivity to light. And Rahu, a planet that can help us to think outside the box and to be open to new technologies. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Jupiter, who is retrograde and extra powerful, and Uranus, who is retrograde and extra powerful. They're both in the same star, so we'll honor both of them before we honor the star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Jupiter and Jupiter and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power. I put the flower petals across Jupiter and Uranus. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and Uranus, a planet that can help give blessings for creative abilities, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kanya, or Virgo, which today contains Venus and also Ketu. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Hasta, a star that can give blessings to help us to be industrious and productive. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Hastaye Namaha. Om Hastaye Namaha. Om Hastaye Namaha. Hasta star is ruled by the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Hasta star is first ruled by Savitur, form of the sun that helps to illuminate truth. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Savaturye Namaha. Om Savaturye Namaha. Om Savaturye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling Hasta, which is the moon, and I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor Ketu for being in Virgo. I put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Chitra, a star that can give blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra's star is ruled by Tvashtar, an archetype who is a divine master craftsman. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Chitra's star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Virgo, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on him. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kanya, or Virgo, the most detail-oriented and analytical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Venus, planet of diplomacy, love, beauty, material plane comforts, and the arts, and Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it in my right hand above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all these divine beings we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance, and I circle this in the air around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I'm going to ring a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a tangerine, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat the tangerine as a piece of prasad, or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking each of them for their blessings to flow into all of us and also to flow into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, And may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Those of you that may be traveling for Thanksgiving, we wish you safe travels and happy festivities with friends and family. I know for some of you it's just Thursday, and that's fine too. Someone said to me yesterday, every day we should be giving thanks. And I'm like, yes, every day is actually a Thanksgiving day, an opportunity to give thanks and appreciation. So I had a Nadi reading last night at the Agastya Nadi leaves, and it talked about astrology, it talked about pujas, which I thought was funny on the week that I'm laying the puja for this particular round of cycle of things down. But it sounds like something will still be very active for that for me in the future. And then working with larger numbers of people. So I'm praying for the strength to be able to do that. This has been a lovely, lovely group to work with. This is the last week of this Planetary Pooja on this channel for now. And I don't know what it will turn into in the future. I know that Pillai Center is in the process right now of putting together new programs, switching a few things around, and we're all supposed to stay tuned for the announcements as they come out. I am doing a community fire lab on this channel Friday night for Jesus, Mary, and Yahweh. That'll be at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Then next week on the 30th, I'm doing another community fire lab over on the Pillai Center practice channel, and that will be for Ganesha and Aditi, the mother goddess that rules Purnavasu star. And then on December 8th, Friday, in the next month, I will be doing a community fire lab again on Pillai Center practice channel, and that will be for honoring Mary, honoring her as a master of creation and manifestation. And that will also be my birthday, same time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. So we have 3 fire labs coming up for those of you that want to hang out even after the end of this week and the pujas. So thank you all for the love, respect you've given to each other. I have enjoyed watching you greet each other, and we hold everyone in the light who comes, whether you announce your presence here or not. We've been very grateful for your participation, your support, for being my classmates in astrology. Astrology is a vast ocean, and just like we don't swim an entire ocean in one lifetime, I don't think we really get to the depths of astrology in one lifetime. But it is a wonderful study, a wonderful practice. And for those of you that are actually experiencing Thanksgiving in the US, I'm sure you've got friends and family to go attend to. So I'll keep it short for today and close out and let you go. Namaste. The light in me truly does appreciate and honor the light in all of you. May light encompass all.